Hello everyone! Welcome back to Metaphor. Holy shit! That was kind of intense last time. Not quite what I expected to go down, but it's definitely in the vein of possibility. Really interested to see where things go from here. So let's fucking see where they go.
That's Luis.
Luis was by no means an innocent man, but we still killed someone we shouldn't have. I don't agree. I think we should have killed Luis, just not for the same reasons. Not so much that I feel guilty, but I have a sense of foreboding. I hope it's only in my imagination. If Borden truly have killed His Highness, if the attack was by his hand, we must have our answers from him, no matter the means. The true culprit behind the curse must be brought to justice and fast. His Highness's life is at stake. Borden that cur. I'd long believed the church was not as pristine as it presented, but this. If he truly was the man behind the attack, we must reclaim the spear, and swiftly. We've finally taken down our greatest foe, yet it seems we can't celebrate just yet. I was naive to think taking down Luis would solve our problems. I do gotta say, like, even had the plan been correct and worked, I still kind of feel like the overall concept was short-sighted. Okay, you take down Luis and His Highness is revived. What then? Right? Like, you know. We murdered Luis, but the prince's curse is unbroken. We went through so much to get here, I can't help but feel conflicted. And to make things worse, Rella seems to be hiding something. She's never been a very good liar. Yerp. Let's do it. Are we resting? Oh, I want to know what the fuck is going down, because this is going to be a whole...
Time marches on, and the age of a
whole new place, a whole new dungeon, a whole new month. But we don't know what is what yet. What our parameters are.
Now, let's get this year's Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left his side.
That's not good.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer up our thanks to God. But first, an announcement. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe in my hands. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for reconciliation and open dialogue as a newly forged nation?
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about deciding the winner?
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
No. He would end the tournament here and now.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How convenient.
I mean, he can call the race all the fuck he wants, but it's the king's magic that's deciding the race, so it's just a PR stunt, right? Like, unless he plans to take that lance and kill every other candidate, thus solidifying his position, he's still got to wait out the timer until the king's magic takes effect.
But the throne's decided by the king, not this tournament.
Exactly.
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be able to reverse it.
Okay. I guess that's the point. He could cancel the tournament, right? Because the tournament is the thing that the church imposed as kind of a pseudo-control over the situation. But even if he ends the tournament, it's still the king's magic that decides who the next king is.
Oi! Hey, the game's not over yet, you cocky bastard!
Yeah, there we go.
We
Loveless.
only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race with all speed.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have peace!
Hail His Majesty Forden! Long live His Majesty Forden!
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament won or no, his dominance will soon be unshakable.
Let's go. We reclaim the lands, now!
Whoa! What's your fucking plan there, Stroll? You just gonna stroll out and be like, hey, give me my fucking lance?
Now? Are you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
Absolutely too dangerous.
Isn't it too dangerous?
Better we risk danger than inaction. If we miss this chance, we may never get another.
This is wild. What? We have thrown practicality out the window.
So you were after this lance all along? Loyalists indeed. How many more candidates must die by your hand?
Someone just... Okay, rather than doing this threateningly, do this the smart way. Although I don't know that there are any more smart ways. You kind of missed your opportunity.
His magler is horrific, distorted. It's sickening.
Ooh.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends. That alone is treason against the kingdom, you filthy assassins.
Assassins? Then we're in good company. That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace. Do you deny it?
Precisely the sort of baseless claims I'd expect from desperate sinners.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your treason?
You waste your breath. What do your words matter now? The royal family is gone. Luis is dead. Only I remain. And only I am fit for the throne.
That was a hot quote there, Horton. You have all of the momentum, my dude. You could very easily just keep playing this as the benevolent Sanctifex. But that's not what a benevolent Sanctifex says.
You vile traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of such deeds!
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal. Judge these ruffians with your divine lance!
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your
Those who
debt for
defy
killing
me
Luis
are to be
and
executed?
handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's curse was supposed to be off.
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait, is that...
You, identify yourself.
That looks like Luis. What the fuck is going on?
Who are you? We're at a festival. Should we not be festive? I've come to meet you, Forden.
Luis, impossible. How could you have survived?
I did predict necromancy.
Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then.
I swear to God, if he Uno
Coming
reverses
here
him,
sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Louise!
that's a fake.
But why?
That's not the real Lance.
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
It was never
done.
That
It was
lance
switched.
is counterfeit.
It was
Just
he
like-
switched it. He switched it. It was all set up. Ah!
This is the true lance.
Okay.
You snake, Louise.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Did he just kill
Okay.
Sanctifex Forden?
Yeah, that was real good. Okay, so my presumption is that when we threw the lance, it was the real lance. But we failed and did not score the direct hit that we needed to kill Luis. And after he disappeared from his booth, he swapped the real lance for the fake lance. He fought us with the fake lance. Because of the duel, right? The lance worked on him. I don't know why air quotes dueled. It was a legitimate duel. Because of the duel, the fake lance seemed to work. And then he died, only there obviously was some scenario there where he wasn't dead. Some people involved in that, right? And so now he has faked his death? Question mark? I don't know if it was intentional from the start, if he intended to lose to us so that he could fake his death, get the fake lance into Forden's hands, so that he could get Forden to attack him with the lance, knowing it would be faked, knowing Forden would be held by the king's judgment, and then guaranteeing his own ability to end Forden. Oh, god damn. Even if only like 50% of that is right. God damn, Luis. And that's right, like that questions in, did we ever have the real lance? Yada yada. You know, did he intend on losing the duel? There's so many like ifs, ands, or buts. But regardless, masterstroke, Luis. Absolute masterstroke. Wonderful. I love you. You are potentially one of my favorite bad guys now. Absolutely just stellar. Stellar. Absolutely stellar.
No. Impossible.
Nothing to see here. The festival is cancelled. Cancelled.
Del, Lord Luis is alive.
What's going on?
Good people, you have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination.
I don't necessarily believe that. If Forden's dead now and we go and check the mirror, is the prince gonna be free? I question that. I think Luis just used this to pin it on Forden instead.
For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to rule. What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
I mean, he did have a big asshole in his chest. We killed you.
You're supposed to be dead.
In a sense, yes.
Then how? How are you alive? Forden's own attendant confirmed your death.
Well, whose attendant?
Forden's attendant? You mean that fellow?
No! Zorba?
It was Zorba's heels, not Zella's heels! Necromancy. It's totally necromancy. What the fuck? Oh shit. He's just he just popped people. Yeah.
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if the need arose.
I mean, that's pretty slick. That's pretty slick.
I'd always intended for Forden to die by my hand. And the first step in his downfall was Zorba's infiltration.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your very breastplate!
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side, not yours.
Mortal anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined for far greater than this.
What's going on with your third eye there, buddy? Okay, you didn't have the third eye the last time we saw you, did you? You're looking a lot... You're looking a lot creepier and, in fairness, sexier. Like, I gotta give it to you. You're really rocking the look. But,
So I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden and his flock. After that, it was simply a matter of magically regenerating his flesh overnight. Only a fool would expect him to die in such a place.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration. The least I could do is offer a fitting death out of mercy.
Why do you have the real lance? Wasn't it supposed to have gone to Forden?
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you. I was present for the inspection.
So
it
not
was hardly
quite
a difficult task to swap out your counterfeit.
not quite the calculated switcheroo that I had anticipated, right? My guess was after we hit him with the real lance, he's between that and coming to confront us, he swapped the real for the fake and then fought us with the fake present, and then we used the fake on him. And my guess was that he did that intentionally so that he could then use the real, put the fake in Forden's hand and then use the real later. But it looks like he had the real, we hit him with the real, and we just fucking failed to kill him with the real lance, which is worse. So much worse. Always double tap. Always double tap. Hi, how's it going, Jay? You missed me ranting for the last 10 minutes. It's been great. I'm ecstatic. Luis, great villain.
So you knew the truth of it? No. Have you always been ahead of us? Ever since the moment we thought Zorba dead?
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my ambitions. Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead, and the lance is in my hand, just as planned.
You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks. You're insane!
I mean, that is insane, but it's also, God, it's such supreme confidence to be like, look, if I'm what I truly think I am, and I am the best, and I am the most powerful, and only I am fit to rule, then no matter what these children do, no matter what they get up to on the free leash I give them, right? I ultimately will emerge victorious. That is a supreme level of confidence that I have to respect. It's a vibe.
Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned that it was useless. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. Is that not so? In other words, the curse's victim still draws breath.
Whoops.
For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way. So, His Venerable Highness the Prince survived.
Just make it public knowledge, Luis! What the fuck?
Where is he? Speak or die.
That's not happening. I'm pretty sure we will all die before we reveal that information to you.
Please, spare us.
No! Stop! Leave them be!
Okay.
How quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
Oh, shit.
No! Stop him!
It's Fidelio.
Out of the way!
I knew it! I knew Fidelio was gonna take the hit!
What?
Could you kindly get the fuck out?
Why?
Could you kindly get the fuck out?
Go! Run!
Come now.
Thank you.
You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you?
It's not that! This is just wrong! It's wrong, me lords!
I see. So even you two faltered.
Dal!
Fidelio!
Well, at least I called that correctly. At least I called something right.
I get it now. Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that.
Stop talking, Del.
I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey.
I don't think this is actually an issue of turn-based dialogue. I think Luis is such an asshole that he is more than happy to just sit here and watch the anguish unfold with all of them.
Pitiful. See what brotherhood earned them.
Lord Luis. That's what it all comes down to for you, yeah? The strong are right, the weak are wrong. Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We saw you as our hope. We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the meaningless discrimination.
Yep, but that was... I mean, in theory, yeah, that could work. But that was never Luis's intent. Luis's intent is just a different type of discrimination. His discrimination is not based on your race, your tribe, the color of your skin. His discrimination is just based on whether or not you are worthy, powerful, strong. And if you're not, you are fodder. Bitch, what level are you? Well, look.
But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone, it doesn't make you feel unclean. You're the kind of cold-blooded bastards we hate more than anything!
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Luis. With my newfound power, I shall tear them limb from limb.
Zorba, we already put you down like the dog you are once. I don't care what fucking power leveling you've had. I'm gonna put you in the dirt a second time.
This way! Guards, hurry!
I mean, what are you gonna do? Luis and... Okay, you could kill Zorba and all my friends.
Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered His Eminence!
We were involved in this.
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run. Basilio, come with us!
Shut up! What about Tell? You saw what that bastard did to him!
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed. For now, please flee with us.
Shit!
Come, make haste.
Fuck. Well, shit.
Oh, welcome back.
It went about as well as could be expected. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for Sanctus tradition.
You can expect little else in Altabri. I apologize for not being present.
I mean, we could have teleported somewhere else. Like, we could have teleported him to a more favorable location.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had gone as a group, worst case, we'd have been turned in.
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the Sanctus Church of all places. I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful send-off, with singing and celebration.
It's alright. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Tell knew he couldn't choose where to snuff it. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna, that's enough for us.
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while. He's just lost the only family he had.
By the way, have you checked the Farsight mirror? The curse might be...
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted. Guess that means it was someone other than Forden after all.
I mean, it still could be Luis. He never actually died. I do question whether it was Luis, though. I'm still really suspicious. So my theory of the person who checked Luis's body being Zella was wrong, but I'm still extremely suspicious about Zella because she knew too much. Yeah, now he knows the prince is out there, absolutely.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind. Luis was innocent of that crime, at least.
I mean, he definitely seemed as if he was taking credit for it, but...
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command. Unless we can find and kill them in time... damn it all!
I mean, it just makes so much... It makes so much sense for it to be Zella, if for no other reason than it's gonna be absolutely heartbreaking for Juna to have to kill her sister. Right? Like...
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now Luis knows the prince is alive. Surely that's far from ideal.
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place to find, even if you're looking. Going to the prince's side could be dangerous. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer have any leads to follow.
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my sister again. She may have some insight on the Sanctus Church's past, but that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all use some time to rest our hearts and minds.
Oh, look at you, kid. You look near dead yourself.
Tell? What?
Seems you made it out in one piece, though.
Are you alive? But back there, you... Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick. Just like Luis. Bloody hell, Tell. I thought
Basilio, sorry. From here on, you're taking the lead.
But why? I can't without you. Tell, I only made it this far because I followed you.
Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never knew where I was going. Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll always be with you.
Tell...
Don't give me that look. Well, this one's goodbye for now. You ready?
No. No, I'm fucking upset. I'm sad.
Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight. But why?
Oh, Lodestar, ye grief.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line. This time I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light.
Steady spaghetti!
Awaken.
I have a comment on this. That's something that I think would have been really cool, that I think they could have done better.
See you around, Dell.
goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare me like that! Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
Oh, that's sad.
It's you lot. From before.
They want to pay their respects for Fidelio.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad.
Thanks.
Very good. Very sad. I'm very teary-eyed. That was well done. I think it would have all great, wonderful, fantastic. No notes except one note. I think it would have been. It was immaculate. Mwah, chef's kiss. It would have. It maybe. This is a maybe. I talk so much shit during games about how X could be better if you did Y instead of Z. Blah 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 blah. This is not that. This is me theorizing because that was fantastic. But could also have been cool if it's that last moment when Basilio and Fidelio fist bump. Instead of Basilio then pulling back, ripping out own heart, it could have been cool if as the light dissipated or maybe in kind of like the same vein, basically it could have been cool if the heart that Basilio uses was Fidelio's heart, right? So either Fidelio rips out his heart and hands it to Basilio, right, for Basilio to carry it on, or for in that flash of light, Fidelio is gone and his heart is just in Basilio's hand. Either way, really, really, really absolutely fantastic regardless, but I think it would have been really cool to see that additional kind of like pull of like showing how this is a new lease on life for Basilio because of the loss of his, but not truly a loss. That was sad. That was good. Last hour and a half, 2 hours of the game has been fantastic. Great. Super excited. Second best boy behind Heismay. He truly seems already like a very good boy. I'm very excited. Hope you're doing well, Maokai. Badass Bruiser carrying his brother's honor has become your ally.
By God, what in the world is that, lads? It struck down Santifex Forden right before our eyes. That's supposed to be impossible.
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle before an audience. Even.
Yes, he did.
The bastard is making sport of it.
Yes, he is.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor. But they need not share Forden's strength.
You better not be.
I have brought her here.
Oh no. Oi! Oi, vey! Oi, noi! Are there even lenses on that bald dude's glasses? It didn't really look like
You
it.
requested an audience? Assembled lords?
Rella, we must ask your support. let me be direct. We would like you to enter the tournament as a formal successor to His Eminence Sanctifex Forden.
Okay, that's what I suspected. But I gotta say, how much of a fucking slap in the fucking face is this to Godot, who is standing right there, who is also already in the tournament, and up until very recently was consistently number 3, and you know, just not too long. I think he's only down to like number 4 or something like that. How much of a disrespectful kick in the nuts is this to Godot? He's right there. You already have a second top tier candidate in at least the top 10, I believe in the top 5. And rather than throwing your support behind him, you're gonna bring in an entirely new person? Holy fuck, that is disrespectful. He was second at one point. Was he second? I don't think he ever beat out Luis as second. He was third for a really, really long time, but I think Luis was always second. Because I don't think it's ever shifted between Forden first, Luis second. Because like that's just been the thing the whole time. It was never a race for first or second. It was always a race for third. Was there a time when Forden and Luis were both out, presumed dead? Oh! Huh. But here's the thing. Okay, so there was a time previously in the game? I mean, just recently we had Luis presumed dead. But you know what? I actually think that's an interesting concept. I don't think there was a time when both Luis and Forden were previously presumed dead or out and the rock changed. At least that has not happened yet. But I would have been really interested to see after we thought we killed Luis, right? I bet the rock didn't fucking change. Because the king's magic isn't just like, oh, it seems like everyone thinks Luis is dead. I guess we take him off, right? I bet the king's magic is like, yeah, that motherfucker ain't dead. I'm not moving his face. That'd be really interesting, but we didn't get to see King's Rock
your
in that
plan?
time.
Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal.
Right?
If anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it should be me, as his trusted right hand.
See sense. Strength alone means nothing. And without that, you have nothing worthy of the people's loyalty.
Rella, will you not speak? Surely you feel what they ask of you is beyond your station.
Okay, so all jokes aside to this being extremely disrespectful to Godot, which it obviously is, at the same time, Rella is a saint and much beloved by the people. It absolutely makes sense for after the fall of... Because Godot's not going to become Sanctifex, right? It absolutely makes sense for whether she becomes Sanctifex or not, for Rella to kind of step into this suddenly vacant position as a person within the Sanctus Church that people identify with, love, feel, gratitude towards, etc., etc. Absolutely. You're right. It is a popularity contest. It 100% is a popularity contest, and Rella will definitely pull more votes than Godot.
Well, that is...
Now my question is how in on things is Rella? How bad of a girl is Rella? Is she gonna turn out to be a great evil? mastermind, super duper bitty batty? Or is this all gonna just be tragic circumstances of her getting pressed and pressured into things, and it's gonna be just horribly tragic when we have to kill her?
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. What the lost children need now is not a righteous avenger, but a refuge from their fears.
Yes, I can agree with that. I still think it's bullshit that Rella gets to vault into the tournament at the end.
The people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people. Already many would rejoice to see you rule as queen. Rella, will you answer their call?
This motherfucker's dangerous. This motherfucker's dangerous.
This is all rather sudden.
A queen who is also a saint doesn't sound like a bad idea, right? Or bad deal, yeah.
Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the tournament's next round turns in your favor.
Even so, I am unfit to be queen.
Allow me to clarify. This is not exactly a request. Would you rather have that tyrant Luis become king?
Well...
Maybe? I still don't really know Rella's allegiances.
Sounds like we've got big news. I just heard from the pack of Sanctists. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place. But where it is, it'll be Saint Rella. Gonna be an announcement tomorrow.
Hot damn.
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella, at that. Going for popularity over power, it seems.
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it, maybe it's a smarter choice than it seems.
But, say Saint Rella wins against Luis, becomes proper queen and all gets to do what she wants. Doesn't that tidy this whole thing right up?
No! This can't be her own decision. Just the idea of being queen would put her stomach in knots.
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet. Perhaps it was an order she could not refuse.
This isn't good. Probably not the best time to talk to her either.
But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right? Then they'll probably announce the next challenge once Rella's candidacy goes public.
Either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my tastes.
Escalating?
All the support Forden had
It's
campaigned for will
exploded!
likely just go straight to Rella with hardly a dent. If Luis and the Sanctist Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, that'll be a tough lead to shake. After all, just lifting the curse isn't going to be enough to restore the prince to the throne.
Indeed. Luis versus Rella. Front
Now
runner
we're
and
thinking
runner-up,
about what
with
happens
no ties
after
to the royal
we
family between them.
save the prince.
Everyone will see plain that popularity's eclipsed royal right.
Now we actually have the thought thrown out there. Finally, after so long of me bitching about this, Stroll is like, yeah, well, you know, even if we wake up the prince, it's not like he immediately gets the throne after that point. Why does Yupa's third eye always look like it's done with everyone's shit? It really does. It's her third eye has the same look as like the annoyed teenage girl who's just like rolled her eyes at you. It has that look.
His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be acknowledged.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered, but the Kingslayer will take up the hunt.
So many obstacles. What do we do?
Keep trying to break the curse, but we also need to get people to support the prince's claim to the throne. Move forward. We need to buy time.
Well, I know one way to keep a VIP protected. A classic tactic, really. The military does it all the time. We use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince, yeah?
Am I? Is that a thing?
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense
Are
to
we gonna
impersonate
dress up?
royalty.
Are we gonna put on a wig, cover my eye, and put on horns?
I don't think it's a bad idea, though.
Do you not get how dangerous this is?
Was the Prince Clamar? Well, his daddy wasn't he? Yeah, Dad was. You don't think he was? How the fuck does that happen? Wait, what? Excuse me? Alright, fine. Let's say he doesn't have horns. I'll still need the wig, and I'll still need contacts. Interracial relationships. Yes, okay. When I said that, I did not mean with the whole birds and the bees thing, Jay. I meant more along the lines of... They kind of made it seem as though interracial relationships were really frowned upon at the beginning of the game and throughout the middle of the game. If you remember the whole shit with Maria, right? And all of the tribes being very, like, inclusive and half-breeds being relatively rare. We haven't seen that many, truth be told. So I kind of figured that the king didn't step outside the race either. But I don't know.
Ardell was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to point out differences.
Wait, just think about this. He's elder. The royal family's Clamar and have been for generations. His appearance would be the least of our worries.
The royal family is Clamar. So, maybe the prince is not Clamar, but it seems to be implying that the prince is Clamar.
If I may. His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but a mark of elven blood.
What? That would be such a scandal.
I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard in passing.
When a Clamar and an Elda love each other very much, that is salacious. That is so scandalous. That the king had an heir with it, because this isn't like he had an Elder queen, right? Like, if he had an Elder queen, then no one would be questioning it. Everyone would be like, yeah, the prince was part Clamar, part Elda. But this is, people are like, oh yeah, the prince is Clamar, he just doesn't have horns. He's just unique that way. But there's a rumor, rumor has it, right? So this is scandalous, absolutely scandalous.
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the nobles to their core.
No, I want to play dress up. Come on, we gotta do more than just be like, I'm the prince. We gotta do more than that. We gotta at least put a wig on.
Of course, all this means little, unless our double himself is willing.
An elder,
What
like,
say you?
super fucking rare? True. I am the prince. I am prince.
I am the prince. Was that believable?
Probably not.
Even this doesn't get to you? Sometimes I worry about you.
You know.
Your resolve has been challenged many times over, and never have you strayed.
I don't think the prince has heterochromia.
I am
I don't think
humbled
we've
once
seen.
more.
I don't think we've seen the
pledge
prince's
my soul
eyes,
to this
but
gambit.
yeah.
Good. Then we declare ourselves tomorrow, where this announcement's going to take place.
I will say,
seems like the optimal place to make sure we're heard.
the further we get in the game, while really cool, really emotional things are happening, the further we get in the game, the loosier-goosier it does get with some of these, like, plots. It absolutely... You see the prince with the main character in the opening? That's true, you do. I do feel like earlier on in the game, like, it was... We were quite a bit, like, tightened up on, like, plans and next steps and where we're going from here. And now it really just feels like, oh, shit. Anybody got anything?
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl a polish worthy of a prince. My cue as well. From here on, it's nose to the grindstone.
Sometimes you
until
gotta
my
grasp at
magnum
straws.
opus is
Sometimes you
finished.
do.
Can't let the lad be the only one with his life on the line.
Hey, it's funny. I want to point something out. The difference between a good game that you're willing to overlook things for and a game that you might not be willing to overlook stuff for. If something like this happened at the point where you and I are in Tales of Vesperia, I'd lose my shit. I'd rant for a solid 20 minutes about how out of left field, fucking bullshit ass, blah 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 shit is. But this game has earned such good graces from me and done such a good job, and a lot of shit has just erupted and thrown everything into chaos that it doesn't feel so strange that they are grasping at straws and that this is the thing that they came up with, right? So it's like, that's the difference between telling a good story that like sucks the person in, because when you get sucked in, you might notice something and be like, well, that's weird. I don't care, because this is really cool and I'm having a great time, right? Whereas when you're not sucked in, you're like, that's fucking stupid. What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck is that? Right? Anyways, moving on. I'm very excited.
Can we talk?
We have no clue what might happen in a situation like this, so once we're done with our preparations in the city, let's focus on tomorrow. But remember, the monks have their eyes on us. Let's keep our shopping to the Blue Sky Bridge area and return to the runner at night. Okay, let's check our memorandum. I'm gonna try to stay on top of it now. The Holy Grail. A divine relic resembling a chalice brought by Forden himself as an offering for Saint's Day, a sizable item instantly recognizable from a distance, does not seem intended to be held in the hand as a normal cup would be. An inscription on the base reads, "A terrible and forbidden chalice, which deceives the human heart to rule and control them." Who could say what this means? So another thing that I'm really curious about, right? I don't expect that Forden is suddenly going to have pulled a switcheroo on us. But, like Luis did, right? But, there was that, like, dark, malignant magla that he was filled with that Yufa noticed. And I'm really curious, was that just because he's just a shitty guy, just a bad guy? Or was that something else going on? You know? Truth of the curse's formula. Luis was not the one who cursed the prince. Naturally, there is no way he constructed the curse either. The formulas found in his private chambers were merely a collection of attempted analysis of curses he had accumulated in trying to clear his name after being blamed for the prince's attack. Okay. That seems like a definitive statement On Fidelio. A wary man, unusually calm and wise among his Parapus tribe. However, he places little value on his own life, and despite his caution, he would readily choose to sacrifice himself for the sake of the big picture. Blink, blink, sadness. On Basilio. He fully trusts Fidelio's cautious choices, but conversely, Basilio has good instincts that his brother does not share. His decisiveness deriving from those instincts has saved the day on multiple occasions. Though he loses his temper more easily than his older brother, wearing his passion on his sleeve often reveals how deeply he cares. I'm sad. Fidelio, he seemed like Luis's right-hand man, but he had a good head on his shoulders. Makes me think, if we met under other circumstances, perhaps we'd have shared a drink together.
In truth.
Before Basilio awakened his power, I felt the flow of another person's magla. I'm sure of it. This magla was warm and gentle. It enveloped Basilio, and it seemed to merge with him. To masquerade as His Highness the Prince. It seems insolent to claim his identity, and yet, I cannot put my finger on why, but I approve of the suggestion, though not without reservation. As the Prince's royal guard, you shall have my protection. I really do think we should be dressing up, though, right? Like if we think about it, if our plan is to masquerade, we're gonna come out and say, "Hey, we're the Prince." What happens when this different-looking individual, say we succeed, we win, we become king, we save the Prince. What happens when this different-looking individual shows up and we're like, "Yeah, this is the king." Right?
Indeed.
Always knew you were a gutsy one, but to think you had it in you to claim yourself as the Prince. Bravo, old chap. You know this gauntlet runner was originally commissioned for His Highness' exclusive use. I'll do what I can to make it worthy of him. Ella. At least Basilio's awake now, that's a relief. I thought he'd be a walking shadow, but watching him, I think he's going to pull through. First Yufo awakens her powers, and now Basilio too. It's surprising, yet at the same time it's not. We all seem to be guided by your star. Give me some food.
Sam?
Can't say I'm feeling as powerful as you lot look, but whatever I've got, I know for sure it was Del who gave it to me. Nothing easy about it, but I know if I'm going to be throwing around this power as your ally, I can't afford to mope.
What? All right then.
This guy's still here. He's been dying for like 3 days now. I'm just saying. He's been dying for a while now, and we cannot help him. The game will not allow us to help him. Is there a rock?
What's happened?
Brought the scourge upon us by coming here. This is why I detest Eldas and pagans.
Awfully chilly out.
Oh.
Thaine's Day ended on a rather blood-curdling note, didn't it? Perhaps the lone saving grace is that Lady Rella is still on our side.
What are we to do?
Divine relics.
But that city is in shambles, and His Eminence Forden killed. It can't be. Who the devil are you? Are you with us or against us? I'm...
Pardon?
Damn cold.
Question mark.
Huh.
Damn.
In my mind's eye, I see the monolith mourning the loss of a great leader. There looks to be a storm on the mark.
Pardon?
You're probably not wrong.
Hey, mister!
Cannot believe it. Sanctifex Forden slain by Luis. No, it can't be true. Then, why has Luis not been struck down for his sin? Surely Sanctifex Forden had nothing to be judged for. Or did he?
Serious.
He definitely did.
There's nothing there.
Aww. He definitely did.
We got a mother of all storms to brewing.
Oh, my fingers are gonna freeze up out here.
He
So
definitely did. In a moment, though, I gotta check some. Yata! Oh no. No, not that. Yoink. That's a problem for tomorrow. New tournament game! That's gonna be a whole fucking deal.
How did this happen?
How can so many people be enamored with that maniac Luis? Thankfully, we have more guards than ever now, but it's only a matter of time. Saint Rella might be become the new representative of the Sanctus Church, but it's the people's faith. Is the people's faith in her strong enough to stop Luis?
Well, I guess that's the end of it.
I want to see it.
Here.
See, The Rock still shows Forden and Luis. So I wonder if The Rock... Wait, The Rock does not... Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah. Rock shows Rudolph as number 3. Right?
Hey, mister!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Look at that.
What'll I do here?
What?
Oh.
Huh?
I'll be a wanted man come tomorrow? Bring it the fuck on. Bring it on,
Well,
baby!
Hang on a minute, you.
I'm just incredulous.
Whatever should I do?
Really now?
Can't be.
Whatever should I do?
Hey, Dodis.
What is it?
Yes, sir. Warden's death is growing to throw the rankings into chaos. We need to choose our next steps carefully.
All right, then.
Alright, let's see. Is there anything we actually are trying to accomplish here? Or is this just the game giving us an opportunity to prep before shit goes wild?
All right, then.
Let's go.
I think it's probably just an opportunity for the game.
Get
The game
yourself a
giving
good
us an opportunity to prep. Which I think we already prepped. I think we already bought all the things we were interested in.
Let's go.
So we're gonna go back to the Gauntlet Runner. We are going to.
I'm tired.
What now?
We're gonna save. And then I'm going to take a quick bio break. So I will be right back, and we'll continue onwards and see what the game has in store for us. Because I'm really excited to see what happens. BRB! Can I help you, tiny baby? Can you come in here? Come in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't know why you're being so slow about it. Come on. Are you looking at me with sad eyes, Otis? If you weren't such a bitch about things, this is what would happen to you. You're still trying to find a clean version of the Burn the Witch from the trailer for this game? Come on! If you're gonna come up, come up! You could sit in my lap way more frequently if you just weren't such a bitch about it. Yes, tiny baby. What? Why are you both? Why are you both just so needy right now? Right now. Right meow. Right meow. We're gonna be needy right meow. Kitty cats. Pretty kitties. Oh. Boys. My sweetie boys. Why can't y'all be more like your sister? And just chill the fuck out. Like, find a spot to lay and just lay there all day. You want a treat? You want a treat? You want a treat? Tiny baby's like, yes! Yes, I want a treat! Give me the treat! You want a treat? No, no, no. Also, why do you have to come visit me when your face is absolutely soaked? Like, your chin is just covered in water. No, I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else. Alright. Cool. Y'all both eat my food, take my treats, and just run the fuck off. I see how it is. Take my treat and just run the fuck off. Fucking rude. Does Odie just dunk his head in the bowl and suck? He lays his chin in the bowl and he opens his mouth so that his mouth the bottom of his mouth goes under the water line. So every time he drinks, his chin is just completely drenched. He also licks a little bit here or there, but he mostly just dunks his lower jaw in the fucking water. Okay, let's sleep.
Sure. Good night.
Yeah.
Looking like we're all set for tomorrow. Got a minute then? Seeing as I've fallen in with you lot now, there's something I want to clear up.
You.
Just tell me this. You doing all this to save the poor prince? Or are you doing it to save the country? ¿Por qué no los dos? That's my issue, right? If this was both, then I would immediately be picking it. But saying it's the same thing is, to me, is not the same thing as saying both, right? Because to me, the implication when you say the same thing, it's the same thing, is saying that by saving the prince, I believe I am saving the country. And I don't necessarily know that that's true. I mean, the prince is a young man. I have no idea how good a ruler the prince is going to be. Right? But I do believe in saving the prince, and I do believe in saving the country. I think at the end of the day, me personally, right? This started with just the intention of saving the prince. But I think at this point, it's about accepting what is more important. And the prince is important to these people, and I want to succeed in saving him. But even if we fail, that doesn't mean we can't be successful in saving the country. Right? And we could be successful in saving the prince and fail in saving the country. And I think at the end of the day, it would be better. Obviously, the best case is save the prince, save the country. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Right? The best case is save the prince, save the country. If I had to choose between save the prince and fail the country, or fail the prince and save the country, I would pick save the country.
Certainly. Hey, mate.
If you want to save the country, you're playing a longer race. Gotta actually win this race. Or longer game. You gotta actually win this race. So if we can't save the prince, you take his place for good. That means if we win the tournament, you take the lie to your grave.
So...
Just saying. You declare yourself prince tomorrow, and everything changes for you. Forever. Know what you're signing up for? Ready.
Right.
Ah. Listen to you. Got guts, that's for sure.
Then...
Well, tell you something to myself. Not just following you to go with the flow, right? Or to avenge Del.
Whatever.
Sure, I'm planning on hammering that bastard Louise into the ground. I'm doing it for the dream. For a world where your birth don't decide your fate. If I'm gonna tag along, that's the world we're gonna live to see. I know it.
Leave it to me.
Just leave it to me, yeah? I've got your back. As long as you're giving this everything you got, so will I. We got a deal, Captain? I knew I liked Basilio from the very beginning. I saw Basilio off, who said he'd prefer to sleeping in stowage, and then returned to my bunk. Yeah, layers.
Time marches on, and the age
you
of
know
the
what
new
this guy
king
layers?
draws nearer.
Parfaits.
Look,
I want to see that rock
it's
change.
That boy candidate, the one who betrayed Luis or killed him or something.
Hold on! I thought it was Sanctifex Forden who got killed.
I think it's both, but hard to say what actually happened. Suppose it's true what they say about Elder. Disaster follows them like an ill wind. I couldn't get a read on what kind of reputation we had before, but it seems worse than I thought.
Once we stand for His Royal Highness the Prince, that will surely change. We have to believe that.
St. Rella is here. The rumors were true.
Godot is the big mad.
Thank you all for joining me, even in the midst of this turmoil. I am Rella Cygnus of the Crown Theocracy. The reason I ask that you all gather here today is so that I may formally announce my succession to His Eminence, the late Sanctifex Forden. I know not if I am worthy, but under the teachings of the noblesse, I am determined to become a worthy king, queen of this land.
The saint herself is to be our queen. Now we are safe. Glory to Sanctism.
Is she allowed to just jump in mid-race like that? Everyone seemed pretty annoyed when Luis did it.
The tournament's winner is not guaranteed the throne. Fairness was never really a factor. Whoever has the skill to exploit the standings will win.
Listen to that roar. I think I underestimated my sister's popularity.
Even from here, I can feel her aura of magic. I suppose that's to be expected if she's the land's best mage healer.
From the looks of it, she's perfectly situated to pick up where Forden left off.
I object. Rella, you have no true experience in the political world. And you would rise to Santefex Forden's heights. Be worshipped as he was. I refuse.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Sanctifex Forden wasn't supposed to be worshipped. The head of the Sanctifex, or Sanctism Church, is not a deity. They just lead Sanctism. So, if he was being worshipped, he was doing it wrong to begin with, Godot.
I have been loyal to God and His Eminence Forden my whole life. I am the only one worthy of his legacy.
Master Godot, truly I do see the truth in your words. However, this is also the will of the Crown Theocracy.
Friends gathered here, do you really believe such a person is fit to be queen?
Oh no. You know what we have? We're splitting the vote, baby! Godot's splitting the vote! He's gonna weaken Rella's position by fracturing the Sanctism vote. On the other hand, Godot, you do kind of suck, right? You do kind of suck.
Once the nation has dissolved into chaos, it will be too late. Appoint me as champion of Sanctism, and I will save you all.
Not sure about that. We know your name, but honestly, you don't have much in the way of real accomplishments.
I need someone to hit him with the, weren't you supposed to keep Forden alive?
The man has no charisma. If I had to choose, I'd rather follow Saint Rella in all her glory.
And they say Sanctifex Forden killed the prince, too.
No.
If that's true, then I don't know if I'd trust his closest vassal with the throne.
Hey, that rumor got spread.
Friends,
Godot, I don't think any of your protestations matter, because the Rock King is moving.
Is that Luis's
Oh,
gauntlet
no,
runner?
never mind, it's Caradrius. Pop it in! Wait, who the... Oh. Don't you do it, Luis. Don't you do it, Luis.
As usual, I find you all embroiled in pointless conflict.
What is your business here?
For the sake of those mired in your endless, fruitless squabbles, I have come to propose we give truth to this competition.
What truth?
The people's eyes have been opened. This entire tournament is a self-indulgent travesty of the Sanctis Church's making. First the king, and now you dogs of God. Why do you teach the people lies? You preach that true understanding is mutual and blind to the balance of power. Ignorant, willful or otherwise, to the sin and weakness that your lessons breed. Face the truth. Our world is lawless, and your efforts have done nothing to quell the chaos. It is time we were judged only by our abilities. Victory means nothing unless won by skill, and it is no less true for the throne.
Skill? What skill would you put on display?
I see no more reason to forbid the killing of candidates.
You would have the race decided by violence. And I suppose you believe yourself capable of personally reversing the king's magic? Impossible.
Godot, what the fuck are you doing? You literally saw him kill Forden. He's the only person here that can indiscriminately kill candidates. Why are you taunting him?
Oh, King! You have witnessed our trials, have you not? You have seen a divine relic used to defy your shield, and claim lives! The lance rests in my hand. With its power, my victory is assured. But surely you would not see the race decided by such injustice. And neither would I. I will not give voice to the lie that this world is subject to any god's reign. Would you, O great king?
What is his aim? If he has the key to certain victory in his hands, why cast it aside?
Never takes what he doesn't win. That's Luis to the core. He means every word he says. When you're clawing up from the bottom and you hear him talk like that, you can't help but dream. And then you never realize. Only a madman claims lies and contradictions won't exist in their world.
Luis Guyurburn. What manner of life has this man lived to make him such a creature?
He says that, but with that lance, he could kill any candidate he pleases, couldn't he? He killed Sanctifex Forden, and now threatens Saint Rella. No! Your late majesty, please, speak!
Do not fear, my people. Even should Luis claim all the power he desires, I will not be so easily conquered. Even should our nation dissolve into anarchy, I will always stand to defend you.
Sister.
I expected little else of Forden's loyal pet. It seems there is more to the saint than vapid, empty benevolence. Come, O king! There can be no more doubt. The masses desire a truly fair battle. One waged without your shackles.
Be this thy course. Thou wouldst rule by strength alone.
Oh! I see 3 heads! That's Rella, Luis, and us!
I killed Forden, yet has my standing fallen at all? Surely you would know. This petty race limps forward, while the land is further flooded with anxiety and monsters. You have left us an age of strife. You are powerless to stop it. And in your place, fool king, I will restore the balance and right this land's wrongs!
So be it. They who remain seeketh a clash without hindrance. Very well. Now and hereafter, my magic shall no longer protect thee. Face this as a trial renewed. If ye would be a true king, then I bid thee prevail.
No, yeah, no sooner did she gain the king's protection.
The magla flow surrounding the candidates has disappeared. The protection of the magic is no more.
Literally everyone here turn on Luis. If we all mob him, then surely we can kill him. Many of us will die, but surely we can come at the enemy.
Then this lance of dragons is no more than an antique spear. Children lost in Sanctism's shadow, the fog of deception has finally cleared. There is no God. Think hard on your salvation, and whether you'll find it in prayer.
No. He would even deny us our prayer? It's true. His Majesty has broken the spell. If it has come to this.
You know it was not I who laid the prince low. Which means that if you oppose me still, it is for the throne, and nothing more. I can finally face the real you. A near-death invalid has no place upon the throne. The mere suggestion is ludicrous. You do well to follow the king's example and abandon the folly of your ideals.
To cast aside all we've fought for would accomplish nothing. We too strive for a vision. Luis, you will never take the throne.
Are we going with the lie?
The rightful heir stands before you. Look upon our candidate and know his true claim.
Oh, God.
He is the legitimate son of his late Majesty King Hithlodius V.
I really think we should have at least worn a wig. I really think we should have at least worn a wig.
Last heir to the throne of Uchronia. His Highness, the Prince himself, has risen to vanquish evil. For his people, he defies the pain and suffering of the curse he endured.
His Highness the Prince? What? That's a lie. His Highness? He has already passed.
His Highness the Prince? They're mad, the lot of them. That boy's an elder.
Indeed he is. 'Tis the very proof you seek. Anyone who truly knows His Highness himself will see what this means.
Indeed. There is no denying it.
Rella!
Sister?
Rella! What play are you making?
I saw for myself when I personally treated His Highness. They'd warned me against revealing it to the public, but the time for discretion is past. His Highness the Prince has Elden blood coursing through his veins. His Majesty told me that the boy's birth mother was an elder woman.
The Prince was an elder?
Enough of this absurdity.
You! The Prince! A bold gambit to reveal yourself before both Rella and I. Indeed, I have no retort. After all, he's been dead so long. Nobody could say otherwise. Fine then. So be it. This marks the true battle between those who would fight for the throne. Wouldn't you say, Your Highness? Face your unworthy ideals and come to terms. I shall await at the royal capital to meet the one left standing.
I like how Luis is just like, all the rest of y'all can duke it the fuck out, and whoever limps out of that, I'll be waiting. With Luis in the lead, he no longer has to concern himself with the other candidates, especially those who aren't a direct challenge. Hey, we got Dracodios back. Hey, it's an actual weapon. Haha, numero tres. My support has increased dramatically now that I've announced I'm the prince, and I can't let the people down. Okay, we gotta go fight Rella.
Rella, Forden's legacy is rightfully mine. It won't be long before this conflict turns violent. Do you really think you have what it takes to fend off Luis?
You were head of the guards and you failed to protect Santifex Forden. Are you want to talk? Please step down.
And you think yourself my better, do you? If it's a contest of strength you want, we can settle that right here.
I have a feeling Godot's about to get slapped.
My magic. Nothing's happening. What's going on?
Please, do not cause further distress to the devout. I ask once more, stand down.
Did you see that? Those were thorned vines. But that's...
It was Rella all along. It was Rella all along. Now we just have to find out if she did it intentionally or if she was coerced into it. This is the question, right? Has this been a long play from Rella, Or was she just Forden's tool and forced into doing something that she didn't want to do, and now she has to live with the consequences?
Sister.
Children of God, I know the burdens you bear. I see the fear and anxiety that weighs heavy upon you. But rest at ease, my beloved citizens. Sanctism is and shall ever be your fortress. Know that I will protect all of you. Pray with me now. Close your eyes.
She's right. Saint Rella can even heal our country. As long as we believe in her, we shall know peace.
That's that same purple bad magla that Forden was oozing, and Yupa's looking pretty freaked out.
Saint Rella, closure.
Be careful. I sense Magla. There's something beyond rhetoric in her words. There's definitely magic there.
Sister! What have you done to everyone?
I'm lifting their fears and anxieties. I can take yours too. With enough devotion, you can lock your anxieties away and they shall never trouble you again. Sanctifex Forden saw Sanctism as only a tool. A means to exploit the people, abuse his authority, and mask injustice as piety. And yet, even then, did this twisted form of Sanctism save no unfortunate souls? What makes salvation true? Luis claims that there is no God. That true equality is only earned in pitiless competition. Are the believers fools to fear his words?
Saint Rella.
I will save the people of this land in the truest sense. They shall live with no worries, no anxieties. Now and forevermore.
Oh god, Rella went hard! She went deep real quick. Oh fuck. Okay. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. That's not good. Luis out here with the whole, like, the only true path to salvation is the struggle to power and one's own ability. And all those who perish along the way were weak. Rella out here going the route of the anti-spiral of emotions are bad, so I'm just gonna take all your emotions away from you, and then everyone will be at peace. That's not good!
But through magic? You forced the fears out of their very hearts. 'Tis no salvation to strip them of free thought.
Perhaps not. But this country has bled them of it for too long. Besides, what makes you any more fit to speak of rightness? You claim he is the prince. The real prince is surely at death's door, isn't he? After all, your efforts did nothing to lift the curse.
God, she's just hammering home that I'm not good vibe.
I've told you before. The prince's curse was crafted to perpetually draw upon the caster's magic. I know he suffers because I yet live.
I mean, again, all these people, y'all don't have to be dropping your plays. You could keep this shit secret and keep us guessing, but okay.
Wait. Surely you can't mean... No. You healed His Highness. It was only by virtue of your presence that he survived that night.
Oh, was I not clear enough? Allow me to clarify. On that night, it was my back that your blade carved across.
That's true. If this was Vesperia, she would still be holding on to it. Unless she was Alexei.
good. There's magic flooding this place.
Keen senses indeed, to be capable of seeing all this.
No! Why? Sister, you can't have! You were only 12 summers old then.
I was. And Luis was only a boy. All the better for any witnesses to suspect him of the crime. Yet I was interrupted in casting. What would have been a fatal curse became something unorthodox and incomplete. A spell with no formula. Even I could not dispel it. All you can do now is kill the caster. As heiress to the Sanctus Church's legacy, I will never hand over the royal scepter. Not to Luis, nor to you. Juna, I will await you amidst our dearest memories. Find me where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried. A place I'm sure you know well.
The Academy. Right? Isn't that what they had going on?
Isn't that a...
Halt! I will not let you escape. You've ruined everything.
I'll put you down like a dog right now,
church,
Godot.
My authority, everything.
I will legitimately, of all the people here that I don't mind putting down, you and Rudolph are at the top of the list.
You will never leave this city alive. I am Guido, of the warrior monks, and in God's name, I condemn thee!
Oi! They're calling in the cavalry! We've got incoming runners, plural! We need to get out of here!
Norris, swiftly!
Lost it, I know!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Who put this cliff here?
What about the teleportation? That takes time we don't have!
We've got nowhere to go but up into the sky!
So we do. Then, that's what we'll do. We fly!
Wait, you're saying...
I finished preparations long ago. Time was something I had in surplus.
Then?
But if it fails, it's curtains for us. We all die here. You hear me?
I trust you.
We're dead if we don't move either way. I agree. He speaks true.
Just take us up already! We've all flown before, right? Except me.
Norris! Is this not your dream? Then bring it to life! Here and now!
I'll do it.
It's been a good like 3-4 hours of the game. Oh shit.
Not yet. Trust your technology near us. It's time.
Motherfucker. Straight up wings.
Let's fly!
Possible. It can fly.
Yeah! We're flying like a bally bird with wings and all. Did you not see that? How do you like that?
My ears are popping.
This might take some getting used to.
Good job, Norris. Good job. Heradrius shoots us the fuck down.
Take that, world! I've really done it! Look at her! That's my sky!
We got really good emotional moments with a lot of characters here recently. I'm really down. I'm really down for it.
After that drop, I thought we'd die even if we didn't crash. Now that we're past the worst of it, it's actually smoother than I thought.
A bit of faith, my dear.
You're telling me that tiny patch is the city? It's like a child's toy. Seeing it like this, it's easy to imagine the people as little dots, huddling together in fear.
Phew, that was terrifying. I'm just glad it blew okay. Don't you think?
I always knew Nurse could make it work.
Only because you're as bold and big-headed as I am, what? Really, old boy, I'd not be here without you to give me the push I needed. Thank you.
So, about our next move.
We must pursue Rella as soon as possible. His Highness is running out of time.
Where did she say she was going? Where the failures of the Sanctus
Academy.
Church lie buried?
My guess is the Mage Academy, or what remains of the place. Nobody goes near it now. I was a student there myself once.
You don't say. No wonder you're so knowledgeable about magic.
For a dropout, I suppose.
The Royal Mage Academy, then. 'Twas known as the finest school in the kingdom for magic research.
Lady Judah, I've got to ask. What was St. Rella like back in your school days? The way she was acting earlier, all cold? That the real her?
No! It can't be. I don't want it to be.
Yeah, this is not
Maybe
gonna
I
end good.
just never knew the real her. That was the first I've ever seen her like that myself. I keep thinking, if she'd just quietly taken over for Forden, we could have helped each other out. Even if she inherits the Sanctifex's authority, she's nothing like Forden. She'd never want to hurt anyone. That's not her. I thought she wasn't like that. Now she's saying she was part of this conspiracy? She attacked the prince? No, it doesn't make any sense.
The question is still in the air, right? Whether or not she was coerced into this or whether or not she did it of her own free will. Because if 12-year-old genius mage healer Rella was always evil, right? That's one path. But if she was just a healer, a naturally gifted individual who was claimed by the church and then kind of coerced into doing this horrible thing and then living years with the abuse and the misuse from Forden and seeing the world get worse and worse and worse around her, could definitely have twisted her into this being that she is now. So this is just a question of, was she bad to begin with, or was she slowly, like, pressurized into this horrible thing and now wants release, right? Because I mean, she said it herself. The only way this ends is her dying.
Then we've got to get to her fast as we can. We know where she is, yeah? You just gotta tell her everything you just told us.
That would be prudent, yes. But Captain, a reef for your thoughts, lad. If she is truly the culprit, then the curse will persist so long as she lives.
Yeah. So that's the thing, right? When we were originally going about this, we were originally trying to find the formula, because if we found the formula, then we could reverse it through whatever means and break the curse. And I would say we do that, right? But Rella herself just said that she got interrupted in casting it and everything went awry, and that it was no longer a it was no longer from a formula, and thus it cannot be fixed. So
this means we will have to kill her. Are you up to the task?
Why are you asking me when Juna is sitting right there? Hi, Ismay.
Juna, would you prefer to stay behind?
I can't afford to. If at the last minute I can't face it, then you can leave me where I stand. I'm prepared enough for that.
Lady Juna.
What's the matter? It's plain to see something's bothering you.
I feel like Yufa's gonna have a different option.
Oh, no. It's nothing specific. It's just that... something's felt wrong somehow. Ever since I sensed the Saint's Magla. I'm sorry. It's hard to explain. Please pay me no mind.
No, okay, well, take some time to think, but you've got something rattling around in that brain of yours, Yufa, and once it settles down, I believe you're gonna come up with something. You're gonna be our way out, our alternate. Come on, you can be our happy ending. I've marked the location of the Mage Academy ruins on the map. Rella will be waiting for us when we land. I never wanted it to come like this, but be ready for a fight. No pressure or anything, right? When I'm prepared for battle, I should check the location on the map. Wow. Okay. It's just like, hey, when you're ready for a fight, go get it done.
Check the map. Let's aim for the Royal Academy ruins.
These are the Royal Academy ruins, huh?
That's way further
Rella's waiting for us
away
there. Let's hurry.
from Montario than I thought it was gonna be. Got these two things. Alva.
Here.
Yeah.
Hold on. One?
Oh, I smelled. Oh.
You're gonna give me a flyer and then be like, no, you've gotta go. I don't want to go there while it's snowing. $21 out of 25.
Well...
No. I'll definitely...
Until next...
Alright. Where to?
Oh, we're locked in. Okay. So we're still in the sequence. We have been since this day, we've been kind of like locked into the sequence. So this has been a bit of time. And it's like, yeah, you're not done with what we have for you yet. Okay, I guess. Right, like I don't have any specific concepts or anything here. I guess we're just gonna save and we'll go to the Mage Academy. I wonder if this is gonna be a dungeon, like this is this month's dungeon, or if this is going to be like
this place here.
I mean, we gotta go. There's no other option. We go in snow.
Great. Let's move out.
I say, already seemed preposterous on the map, but they really built this old academy as deep in the mountains as they could shove it.
Amazing. It's all so beautiful. But for some reason, I can't stop shaking.
It's what they call too sodden cold. Ugh,
I wasn't made for chill like this.
I mean, no offense or anything like that, but I think if anyone was made for this weather in this party, it's you. You've definitely got the most hair.
The wintry peaks of Montario are harsh. The first snowfall is bound to make it even harder to reach the base from our position.
Why build the blasted thing here of all places?
I don't know much about it myself, but I have heard rumors that there's a dragon among these mountains.
A dragon? You mean like our dragon god?
You saw how the dragon god turned into immaterial magla to be absorbed by the lance, right? Dragons may look like monsters, but they're not true flesh and blood creatures. They're testaments to a lost world. That's why the Academy's here, I heard. To study them. But of course, that's all in the past now.
Why is Rella with the Sanctus Church, anyway? If they tore apart a place she held dear, you'd think she'd carry some kind of grudge against them.
Tis not unlike my own plight, I feel. One might call it a family curse.
My family, the Cygnus family, holds great esteem. To the Church especially. We've held high sanctified titles for generations. And as eldest child, Rella can't reject them.
How did all that obligation weigh on her? Was she so determined to uphold it that she'd kill at their command?
She wouldn't. We better hear it from her.
I feel it. I can sense an aura of Magla all the way from here. There's a strong disturbance like I've never felt before.
Gotta be here. Here we go. We're finally closing in.
The Royal Mage Academy ruins. The once proud school's dignity is long stripped by frigid wind, its frozen spires piercing the wintry clouds. The Gauntlet Runner lands at the foot of the mountains, blemishing the pristine snow with fresh tracks. In silent certainty, they know Rella awaits them, the weathered corpse of a scholar's home at her back.
Question mark. Because
So
it's
that's
definitely
the former
looking like
Mage
dungeon.
Academy.
But she's right here.
I've been waiting for you.
Little more needs to be said. We are here to save His Highness. And to do that...
Sister! At least tell me, why did you have a hand in the assassination? Did I ever really know you?
How like you to be self-centered even now, Juna. In the end, you're no daughter of House Cygnus. You're an orphan. Another acquisition of House Cygnus, picked up on a whim. A tokenized game piece on their board to illustrate their noble contributions to society. You thought you and I were close. You believed you understood your big sister.
I see. I understand now, Rella. You're right. And I was wrong. I am Giovanni Cygnus, and my life is my own. So is my heart. I've always believed in you, and I'm not going to stop now.
The words that Rella said sounded very embittered, right? They sounded like words designed to try to hurt Juna, to drive a wedge between them. And they sounded potentially false, right? I am suspicious that Rella wants to die. Or maybe not wants to die, but believes it is best she dies. And that she was trying to do a good thing for a sister that she does love in order to free that sister from the guilt that she believes is sure to come of what must be done. That's going to be the take that I go from here.
You would never kill someone just because Forden asked you to.
Never!
What are you saying? Forden lies dead, yet the curse is unbroken. Is that not proof enough? Can you deny it, Your Highness?
You had your reasons, I assume?
I honestly can't see it either. Anyone aiming to kill a royal is risking their life for a cause. But what would a 12-year-old girl be willing to die for?
If Saint Rella's willing to die for something, no mistake, it'd be you, Lady Juna.
Huh? For me? Why?
Delusions.
Sister. What? You are protecting me from what?
Even if that's all true, why did you bother summoning us here? The King's Rock marks you at second place. All the Sanctus faithful have put their trust in you, even after the death of the Santefex shook their hearts. Had you only gone into hiding to prepare for the battle against Luis, no one, not even us, would have been able to get to you. Yet...
You want to know why I've summoned you here? A question burns in me, and I will have my answer. Whoever defeats Luis will surely win the throne. But can you save those who remain of the Sanctist flock? The weak, whom Luis would see culled? This world already rejects many for their weakness. With nowhere to turn, they seek comfort in faith. If you would sacrifice them for freedom, you're no better than Luis.
I intend to look after them.
Well, words alone prove nothing. To be king is to wield strength, even to save the foolish and the abandoned. Whoever you really are, until I know you can be a true king, I refuse to die.
Such an aura. This must be...
Yes. Behold a divine relic, once wielded in war and then sealed in the Frostlands. A weapon of draconic command, just like the lance of your islands. Dragons are manifested avatars of mortal fear. Fear of nature, fear of the untamed. That is the source of their power. If you would be king, show me you can conquer it. Sogne, dragon god of the Ice Valley, show me now the power that ended the ancient world. If you would make this a country where it is no sin to be weak or ignorant, you need strength to shape it. Let us prove that strength here.
Rella!
Then let's go. If you're gonna put your life on the line for this, then it's only right we do the same.
Come, Sogne of the Ice Valley. Come, O Pillar of the 5 Chromatic Dragons, harbingers of earthly war. Heed my call.
We're getting proper down drops.
Fury once again before us.
We've got no choice. Let's fight back, everyone.
Oh god. We've got General Magic Knight Assassin Faker. Okay. Does he have anything? He's got something.
Oh, power of kings.
He's got something. You know what he's weak to? Me stealing
I'll
from
take
him.
this. I'll be taking that.
Why, hello there.
Dragon blood sap.
Show them strength.
Oh, baby. Wait, you're not gonna tell me... Question mark.
General!
Cool.
Let's do this together! Not this. Let's go!
Surely it's fire, right? Surely the ice dragon is weak to fire, right?
Burn!
You hit their weakness!
You claim
That's
such
your
power.
opening, Captain.
He
Then
is
I
weak to
will
fire.
test it.
He is weak to fire.
No need to rush this. Maybe something. I'll show you. Burn! You hit their weakness.
By the
Don't
swan.
let
Oh,
up now,
come!
Juna.
No.
Allies, together!
Perhaps not this. With blade in hand! Strike me if you dare!
Huh. Perhaps this suits me. Now accept your fate. Too much, perhaps?
Fire.
It really freaks me out that that's still question mark. I want to steal again.
Nothing personal. You're going to your name?
Nothing works steal. Okay, that's fine.
Show them strength.
Fire!
I call upon a royal soul.
This thing's gonna smack the shit out of us. We definitely should have buffed and debuffed.
Chill.
Yeah.
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
Oh, we're fucked. Oh!
Chill.
Heisme's frozen. Careful. His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
Okay.
For all that we strive for! Not this one. Just the thing.
I knew you'd help.
Frozen sucks.
My thanks.
That helped. June is
So
frozen over.
cold.
Her attacks are gonna be weaker now.
Assassin!
Okay, I want to hit with
Hellfire!
fire. Oh, she blocked it. Right.
The battlefield is mine to conduct.
Right. I knew she'd blocked it.
General!
That fucked up what I was gonna do, because I was gonna try. We'll go ahead and shelter formation real quick.
Allow me. It comes to this.
Heisme's frozen. Careful. His
Watch
attacks
me.
won't hit as hard as usual. Hulkenberg's frozen.
Why?
She can't strike at
I'll
full
stay my
power.
blade.
So cold. A wise
June
choice.
is
I will
frozen
fight
over.
with pride. General!
Her attacks are
Let's
gonna be
set it
weaker
up.
now.
Oh.
Maybe there's a better choice. General! Everyone, fall back!
This is just what I need. Dodge! Nice one, Captain. Ha! June is frozen over. Her attacks are gonna be weaker now.
I defer to you.
Hulkenberg's
Be
frozen.
not. I'll use what I
She can't
must.
strike at full power.
How's this?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You claim such power, then I will.
Lend me your
test
strength. No, this
still
won't
can't
work.
do
Come
that.
forth, royal soul. No.
Does that stay on him? I believe this is
Burn!
worth.
It didn't work.
Okay.
That didn't do a thing. I call upon a royal soul. Face her. Raging fire. You hit their weakness.
Okay, it eats
Don't
one.
let up now, Juna.
I'm frozen.
It eats one. That's important. Okay, we have 23 frostbites.
From our
Go ahead and
provisions.
remove it from Hulkenberg so we can hopefully.
What was that? My
You're a
strength.
big
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
Okay, quartz wall, annoying.
Dodge. Nice one, Captain.
Dodge, nice. Cover
You've got
from
a
boss
bunch of
fight.
elements slowing you down, Captain.
A favor, if I may.
It's okay. General! Is there a... Let's set it up!
Assault
Strike
beacon.
true.
Let me help.
I'm obliged.
Much thanks.
That helped. Hulkenberg,
You've got several ailments slowing you down.
Watch me!
Is everyone all right? Magic Knight! Not now. Let justice prevail!
100 damage.
Child's play. Dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Oh, power of kings! There's a better way. I leave it to you.
Sogne.
I'm all prepared.
Strength.
'Tis yours.
Here.
Thank you.
Quite a boon.
Thank you. I call upon a royal soul.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. For all that we strive for, I'll run you through.
160. Okay.
It comes to this.
Such bitter cold.
It comes to this.
Heis May's frozen. Careful. His attacks won't hit as hard as
I'll use
usual.
what I must. Some darker arts.
Are you
What?
kidding me? That didn't
The
do
battlefield is mine to conduct.
Interesting.
Lend me your strength.
Hold nothing back.
Let me help.
I'm obliged.
Much thanks.
That helped.
Are we not getting buffs?
Such bitter cold.
Allow me.
I don't think we are.
Tactic.
Heis May's frozen. Careful. His attacks won't hit as hard as usual. Behold this power.
Maybe not.
Don't rush this. Darkness won't work on them.
Yeah. Our stats are getting fucked by his roar. She has the ability to remove his status ailments.
I'll show you.
Ooh.
Hulkenberg,
You claim
magic
such
knight.
power.
Several ailments slowing
Then
you
I
down.
will test it.
Pierce through them!
We need not push ourselves.
That helped.
Thank you.
Thank you. You've got a
Are you
bunch of
strong
ailments
enough
slowing
to
you
protect
down,
the
Captain.
weak?
General!
He's got a block on him.
Fire!
If I burn that block now,
What?
she's likely to use her turn to
Underestimate a
reapply
dragon
it.
at your
Okay, so
peril.
that's a turn she's not doing something else. Fine. Should we use our last... that roar is a problem.
Take this!
Heis May's frozen. Careful. His attacks won't hit as
Yeah,
hard
look
as
at
usual.
that. Like, that's so bad.
Save her. Heis May,
Observe the
that's
enemy.
a lot of ailments.
To you.
Be careful out there, okay?
Cold. A favor, if I may.
Sogne.
You've got
Show
several
them
ailments
strength.
slowing you down.
Healed.
Better be. We'll do this together. Not this. I won't hold back.
That's just that's just a drawing things out. How do we...
Hold on. General! Is there another way?
They're totally fireproof. We better use something else.
Take that!
Don't rush this. Darkness won't work on them. didn't hit. Come on, Juna, focus.
Trying to test. Oh God.
It comes to this.
Yeah, the whole debuff thing is really rough.
Bitter cold.
Hulkenberg's frozen. She can't strike at full power.
Magic Knight!
No. Pierce. Do I have?
We need to figure out their affinities first.
That's about to fall off.
Fie, I am frozen.
It's like I came in to see me fighting Shiva. How's it going, Lime? It's, yeah. Basically,
With blade in hand!
it's a problem.
Healing arts!
Thanks.
Quite a boon.
Thanks.
It's a
frozen
problem.
Cold.
Her attacks are gonna be weaker now.
Now accept your fate. Then again, a wise choice.
Are you strong enough to protect
Careful.
the weak?
His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
We're gonna use a Magla
Take it.
injection.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain. Face her!
You okay? You started a new playthrough of Skyrim last week? Nice. Took you a while to figure out how to mod it. Fun.
Justice prevail! Not now. Come! I'll run you through!
All right!
So
Smite him,
cold.
Hulkenberg!
Oh, power of kings.
We'll just Batra him to
Nice.
take off the quartz,
nothing.
so
didn't
hopefully
affect
she'll
them.
quartz.
Allow me.
Okay, so she quartz. He's gonna icy breath.
Such bitter cold.
Misses. Alright, our stuff is back to normal.
Heisme's frozen. Careful. His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
Let's work together.
Right.
No, this won't work. Do I need to use it?
I can't change my equipment, can
I wonder.
I? Yike.
This should work.
What's needed?
My thanks.
Thank you. Hulkenberg's frozen. She can't
Behold
strike at
this
full
power.
Juna's frozen
Fie,
over.
I am
Her attacks are gonna be
frozen.
weaker now.
I'll
How
stay
do
my
I wanna
blade.
do
So
this?
cold.
Do that. Frostbite.
This should work.
Off here.
Thank you.
The battlefield is mine to conduct. I'm counting on you.
I
Pass.
call upon a royal soul.
Defense.
Take this! Only a flesh wound.
Now that's finesse.
Yike.
Well done, Heisme. Hulkenberg's fighting her anxieties. Keep the enemies off her.
Damn it.
No!
The attack was nullified?
So cold.
I hate that when anxiety is up, it fucks you if you press a button. I hate it. Anxiety. Why you gotta be so bad?
Allow me to use this.
What's needed?
Juna's frozen
Sogne,
over.
show them
Her attacks are
strength.
gonna be weaker
Come
now.
forth, royal soul. Burn!
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
I think we take the opportunity to deal the damage that we can deal.
You hit their weakness. Don't let up now, Juna.
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
Quartz wall.
Chill. Hulkenberg's frozen. She can't strike at full power.
Magic Knight! I will not let you die.
That helped.
Quite a boon.
I knew you'd help.
Heismay's
So
frozen.
cold.
Careful. His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
How do I want to do this? I want to...
No.
I don't think it's gonna matter here, right? I want to keep the defense down.
The battlefield is mine to conduct.
Her attacks are gonna be weaker now.
Let's go.
So we're gonna use this to
Fire!
burn 2.
It didn't work.
Nullified?
Nullify the block.
Behold
There we go.
this power.
And then we will Rakunda again. Keep defense down.
Allow me.
And she quartz walls because his weakness is gone.
Nice one, Captain.
Or his defense is gone. So that means she doesn't remove his status effect.
June is frozen over.
So we've got to
Her
kind of
attacks are
like
gonna be weaker now.
play around with this concept. Now that he is at -3.
Not now.
We want to bait. How would we do this? We want someone to
Fie,
pop the
I'm
quartz.
frozen. Magic Knight!
I mean, she
Oh,
can
bolts of lightning!
Pandera pop the quartz. Okay, fine.
So cold. A wise
So we do
choice.
Are
this.
you strong enough to protect the weak?
And now we can claim Vanguard.
You hit their weakness.
That gives us
your
a
opening.
weakness
That is just what I
exploit.
need.
We Crimson Flame.
Raging fire. You hit their weakness. Don't let up now, Juna.
I'm frozen.
And we're going to give Juna some more MP bet.
Thank you.
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
Wall. Ice Call Slash. Megadola. Fine. Okay, so we kind of need a heal.
June is frozen over. Her attacks
we-
are going to be weaker now.
Also need to... Okay. Yeah, just
Hang on,
swing.
what?
It didn't affect
You
them.
claim
Blocks them.
such power.
Vitus power.
Then I will test it.
Maybe they're General! Fire!
You hit their weakness.
Weak point.
Your opening, Captain.
We want to keep his defense down, so we're going to go ahead and Rakunda.
Hulkenberg's frozen.
And then we'll Metal Line.
Thanks.
Much thanks.
Thanks.
That's a pain in the ass.
Allow me.
Quartz Wall. As long as we keep popping it, though, she's going to keep Quartz Walling. And that's the big issue.
Hulkenberg's frozen. She can't strike at full power.
Again, we just pop it.
Did nothing?
It didn't affect
I
them.
will fight with General!
Now we flame
Burn.
Vanguard.
You hit their weakness. That's your
Okay.
opening, Captain.
Now with Frostbite, it's fucking annoying.
I'll be fine. June is frozen
Fine.
over.
I didn't mean to
Her
guard.
attacks are gonna be weaker now.
Let's try to get freeze off of Juno.
Just the thing.
Thank you.
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
Quartz Wall back up. Ice Call Slash. Fine.
It comes to this.
Not Nakunda, you bitch.
Heismay's frozen. Careful. His attack
Let's watch. Okay, so same play.
It won't hold back.
Flame Vanguard gets us.
You hit their weakness.
That.
That's your opening, Captain.
We're still gonna, even though he's got his defense back, we're still gonna hit him.
That one didn't
Oh, never mind. We're gonna miss.
Such bitter cold.
Allow me.
That's annoying. Okay, we need a heal.
Come!
Careful.
Are you all right?
His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
Quite a boon.
I knew you'd help.
So cold. That did nothing.
Flame, get blocked. Flame Vanguard.
Fire!
We're gonna be out of mana. Probably.
You hit their weakness. Watch me. That's your opening, Captain.
We will.
Raging
Crimson
fire.
Flame.
You hit their weakness. Don't let up now.
Underestimate a dragon at your peril.
Okay, we need some mana, unfortunately.
It comes to this.
Okay, so mana. How much do we need? 28.
There.
I think that'll do it.
Thanks.
Huh. Perhaps this suits me. What is this?
Nullified?
I will fight with comfort.
Nullified.
Soul.
Flame Vanguard.
You hit their weakness.
Sogne.
That's your opening, Captain.
Strength.
Okay,
I'll
she
show
has
you.
lost hers, so we're gonna need more. We'll go for reducing his defense then, so that the hits we do get in do more damage. No, not the roar. Do we have the thing that removes our debuffs?
Such bitter cold.
Heisme's frozen. Careful. His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
That's what we're looking for. Reset talisman on ourselves.
From our provisions.
I knew you'd help.
My thanks.
Okay, so that
Thank you.
will reset our
Shoot
stuff.
over.
Cold.
Her attacks are gonna be weaker now.
Now accept your fate.
We kind of need to just
Some
take a
healing
turn
power.
Thanks.
to
I'm
boost
obliged.
back up.
That helped. Hulkenberg's
You
frozen.
claim such
She can't
power.
strike at full power.
And I
I
will
need
test
some mana, unfortunately. Like legitimate mana. How much is that going to give us? 50, 33, that'll be 83, 28. So the 84, so we're just under. That's not going to be enough. So we'll go ahead and Magla
This'll
inject
do it.
ourselves.
So cold.
And
Watch
he
me.
is swinging for
This might be
42
too much.
a pop. So he will also
should be
need
good.
one. I guess we could switch to Batra. That probably would have been a smarter idea, but
comes
her
to
shit
this.
hits harder. Tail slide. That's annoying.
It comes to this.
Torikaja, attack Rose. Ice Claw Slash,
Nice one,
miss.
Captain.
Very nice. Okay,
Hulkenberg's
good.
frozen.
Frostbite gone.
She can't strike at full power.
Okay. How do we want to do this? We want to pass?
Huh. Perhaps this suits me best.
We want to attack?
What?
The attack was nullified?
Sogne. Show them
You want
strength.
to Flame Vanguard?
You hit their weakness.
We want to
That's your
Crimson
opening,
Flame.
Captain. You hit their weakness.
We
Don't let up
want
now, Gymnast.
For all
to
that we strive for.
Metal
I
Line.
will not let you die.
Thank you.
Quite a boon.
That helped.
and we want to buff drop.
Then I will test it.
You hit their weakness.
So very fucking close.
At your peril.
Ugh. My goodness. Okay, the attack on this thing is starting to become a problem.
June is frozen over. Her attacks are gonna be weaker.
Let's go. Scour.
Nothing. It didn't affect them. I call upon a royal soul.
Yuna does it. Got her on the ropes. God, if this game also had desperation attacks.
There truly is a gulf between us. You are more the warrior than I, as expected. So be it. What I lack in experience,
Oh, no.
I shall give with my life.
Oh no!
Sogne, I give unto you all that I am.
Oh no!
She gave the last of her magic to the dragon?
Is
Why
everyone
go
all
that
right?
far?
Okay. Hold up. Okay. Alright. Maybe this... Wait. Nope. Maybe this means that the dragon won't get the shield
Let
anymore.
justice prevail.
And we can just
Not
abuse
now.
it.
Fight as one.
Nope,
not this. Magic Knight.
I'm gonna
Are you
meta
all right?
line. I think this thing's about to hit the shit out of us.
Thanks.
Let us clean up this mess. Now accept your fate. I'll save this.
Actually,
Assassin!
if it isn't gonna get its statuses swapped, I think now we try to reduce its hit and evasion. Draconic Wrath, oh god. Attack rose dramatically.
Nice dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
General. Fire.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain. June is
Observe the
frozen
enemy.
over.
Oh,
Her attacks are
power
gonna be
of
weaker now.
heroes.
That helped.
Quite a boon.
That helped.
I'll use what I must.
Again, just gonna try to drastically reduce its hit rate and evasion.
Burn.
And then we will start to reduce its defense.
Such bitter cold.
Annoying.
Heisme's frozen. Careful. His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
Yeah, I'm gonna cure Heisme's
Adjust the
frostbite,
thing.
actually.
Much thanks.
June is frozen
Oh,
over.
power
Her
of
attacks are gonna be
kings.
weaker now.
Heisme has a lot of mana, and I'm trying to not go through all of my
I will
fucking
fight
mana,
with pride. I won't hold back.
basically.
Fire.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Soul.
I stand ready. Let justice prevail.
Heal.
Thank you.
My thanks.
I knew you'd help.
Assassin! Hellfire!
It's okay. We can do this. Here.
Use my fucking items. I'm gonna use my attack items rather than my mana items. Honestly.
June is frozen over. Watch me. Her attacks are gonna be weaker now.
We're gonna need to use a mana item for that, though.
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
So I'll use that now. She won't need that much.
From our provisions.
That helped.
Face me! Blaze!
You hit their weakness!
Let's stay calm.
Nice moves, Heismay!
This should work.
You hit their weakness! Fake! That's your opening, Captain!
Observe. Oh, power of heroes!
Thanks.
Okay.
Much thanks.
Thanks.
Chill.
Hulkenberg's frozen!
Assassin!
She can't strike
Hellfire!
You hit their weakness!
The bat Vitus
Nice
power.
moves, Heismay!
Let's try this.
You hit their weakness! This is just what I need, Captain! June is frozen
Fine.
over!
I'm
Her attacks are gonna
frozen.
be weaker now.
Two more.
Not this one.
Which is he still got a lot. Fuck. I don't want to, but there's a reason why it's there. 28 times 2 is not going to be enough. We'll do 1, and then we'll do the other.
You think yourself equal? Now accept your fate.
I won't hold back.
Behold this power!
Fie. I'm for all that we strive for!
That helped.
Quite a boon.
I knew you'd help.
Dodge! Nice one, Captain! Hulkenberg's frozen. She can't strike at full power.
Assassin! Blaze!
You hit their weakness!
Let's stay calm.
Nice moves,
Let's go.
Heismay!
No. This should work.
You hit their weakness! Watch That's me! Your opening, Captain! June is frozen
Fie.
over!
I'm
Her attacks are
frozen.
gonna be weaker now.
Adjust the thing.
Thanks! Heismay's
So,
frozen!
Assassin!
Careful! His attacks
Hellfire!
won't hit as hard as usual.
I will fight with pride.
What's my plan for phase 3? Cry. That's what my plan for phase 3 is. Is just cry.
Take it.
Fake her!
Magic Knight!
Thank you.
Thanks for asking.
Thanks.
Dodge, Gina!
I believe I will just be sad.
June's frozen over. Her attacks are gonna be
Assassin!
weaker now.
Blaze!
You hit their weakness!
It's okay.
Nice
We can do
moves,
here.
Heismay! You hit their weakness! That's your
Can't let
opening,
it go
Captain!
unused.
Heismay's frozen!
Fie. This should
Careful.
help.
His attacks won't hit as hard as usual.
Hellfire!
I got the items, baby. I'm gonna use them.
This'll do.
Strike at full power.
Be a waste to let this
You
sit.
hit their weakness.
Fie.
Don't let up now, Gina. Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Oh, that feels like such a shitty thing to do.
You need training.
That's funny.
Now accept your fate.
You hit their weakness.
The battlefield.
Nice moves, Heismay.
This should work.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain.
Is everyone all right? From our provisions.
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Assassin!
weak spot.
Let's stay calm. This'll do.
Just spam lava
I am
crystals
bested.
at him.
I see now. The true strength of your will.
God damn. Holy shit.
Applause, please.
I'll strive for greater heights.
More luck.
Does it seem that I've grown stronger?
I want to explore the Magic Academy. Please tell me there's some deep dark secret down there that Rella's gonna be like, you need to go down there and figure out this deep dark secret, cause like that would be dope. I don't want to just come here just to, like, kill Rella and then be like, alright, Magic Academy was cool, bye.
Well fought. You truly are strong. Strong enough to fend off a dragon from an age of destruction.
Rella, for His Highness, I will do what I must. Forgive me, but have you any last objections?
As for the crowd I've enchanted, you needn't worry. That was no spell of control. They should have come to their senses a while back now.
Then, your life is now forfeit by my hand.
I need to...
Wait!
Sister, please tell me. What happened on that day? I want to know everything.
I was only 12. No child could so easily take a life in cold blood. I was confused, scared. I lost control. And the spell was cast. And so it became a wasting curse. Imperfect. Juna, do you remember how we talked of your dream? To become a singer whose voice could reach everyone in this land. I've changed my destiny through song, you said. You told me that as a Nydia, singing is the only truth you have.
Oh, I can't hear.
As a true-born heiress of the Cygnus family, in my eyes, you were like a shining beacon. You became my dream.
Stop. We're not talking about that. I couldn't do anything for you.
In you, I saw such freedom. I didn't want to lose you. So that day, I... kill His Highness. I can't. Have you gone mad?
You do know how House Cygnus earned its position all these years, don't you? Everyone in your family did their part to handle similarly delicate affairs. Your father was no different.
But to murder royalty, it's... surely it's beyond all...
The king has sired an illegitimate mongrel of a boy. Now he's brought him to the castle. If we do not act now, one day we will be bending the knee to an Elden king. Moreover, of late, we have another nuisance rearing its head.
An Elden King! Playing so much Elden Ring here lately, that actually sounded like a really good thing to me. I was like, an Elden King? Great!
Luis. An impious little upstart with no respect for the church. But his military merits are getting too great to ignore. Some are even saying he's fit for high command. As the matter stands, we have but one way to deal with both in a single stroke. Dispose of the mongrel prince and place the blame on Luis. Such a maneuver demands someone who can be a match for Luis in magical ability and physical stature. A girl of your intelligence can figure out the rest, I trust. The king's heart falters. He has lost the will to keep the kingdom united. Look upon him, and see the face of a man preparing to abdicate. It is amidst dissent and strife when the guiding hand of the church is needed most. And if Sanctism's enemies are not expunged, the nation's order will surely collapse.
Yes, but even so, His Highness the Prince is guilty of nothing. To murder someone innocent, it is an unforgivable atrocity.
If I recall, you have a sister. Unrelated by blood, yet already they speak of her beauty. And a most charming singing voice, yes?
Where I've seen something like this in Water Margin, but you have a very poor memory for that book. You borrowed it from your friend, and you're having trouble with it. That's fair. Yeah.
What does Juna have to do with this?
Rella, you are destined to lead your family in due course. Surely it's your responsibility to protect them from the grief of any personal tragedies. Or will you live the rest of your life regretting a single night's lapse of judgment? Hmm?
I'll do it. Cygnus is a sullied house. My parents yielded to authority, and only ever measured a person's worth by their magical prowess. I lived in disappointment. And then you entered our family. You became my hope for living. Someone more important than my own life.
Sister.
At the very least, I wanted to protect you. But in the end, I suppose this was the only way I ever managed it.
I see. Saint Rella, the familiarity I felt from you, I finally understand what is unique about your Magla. You live as I once did. As someone who has spent her whole life preparing to die.
When you all greeted me with Luis's formula in hand, I thought my heart might stop at the shock. I had always known someone might come asking one day, but I never thought it would be you, Juna. It felt like fate's hand, dealing my due punishment. That's why I'd kept an eye on you ever since then. To observe this seeker of the throne. This aspirant who possesses the lost power of the archetype. I hoped you could be the one with the power I've been seeking, but I needed to see with my own eyes.
The power you've been seeking?
Luis is more of a threat than you know. Whatever his intentions are, I know he grasps at more than just the crown. After the assault on His Highness, I was made to investigate Luis as a suspect. I touched his hand and read deeply into the flow of his Magla. I'll never forget it. He didn't hesitate at all. I expected to see his aura, but it was more like a vision plunged into my mind, pure and vivid and violent, choking me in its flow. Humans flooding the country. Innocents either fleeing or lost to madness. And amidst the chaos, I saw no throne, no castle. That must be his real vision for the world.
A world overrun by humans? What does this mean? The man has been traveling the country doing little but slaying them, has he not?
I don't know the details. But in the past 10 years, Luis has been clad in that same Magla, unchanging. If he becomes king, I know his vision will come true.
So that's how it is. If you let yourself be killed for the prince's sake, you couldn't guarantee the survivors could stop Luis. That's even why you called that dragon to test us, isn't it? You wanted to see if we had the power to protect this land, and all the meek in it.
I mean, she told us
And you've
that.
proven you can. With that strength, I know you can do what I couldn't. I have no more regrets.
Well, I do.
Sister! Then I will
What
put
makes
an
the
end to this at
prince's
last.
life more valuable than
For
Rella's
all who
life?
deserve the truth, I shall reveal everything.
We don't need the prince! Bullshit.
What are you going to do?
I will speak to the congregation gathered in Alterberry. Indeed, it was for this purpose that I gathered them there.
What? Then that magic you mixed in with your speech, the real reason you linked their minds with yours.
All that's left is to strengthen the magic a bit with the power of this relic. And my words will reach Alterberry. Good people, can you hear my voice?
And Sanctism has just gotten just fucked in the last 2 days. Just
Dearest
kicked when they were
faithful,
down.
Can you hear me?
What's going on? There's a voice in my head.
A voice? I hear nothing.
I apologize for startling all of you. It is I, Rella Cygnus. Through magic, I speak directly to your minds.
Saint Rella? Is every Sanctist in the city hearing this? Amazing. That's some spell.
We witnessed a boy candidate who claimed to be the prince. To ascertain the truth of his words, I faced him in mutual, voluntary battle. I now see with eyes unclouded. Good people. He is, without a doubt, His Highness the Prince. Now, there is something further you all must know. The truth of His Highness's reported death, and the truth of the attempt on his life. Sanctifex Forden was indeed behind the plot to assassinate His Highness. By this barbaric act, he sought to elevate the Church and put the throne within his own grasp. These revelations are only mine to give, because I was Forden's assassin. It was I who cast the curse upon His Highness. Yet all was not lost. Through all these long years, His Highness has endured the pain, and now walks among his people once more.
Sanctifex Forden was really the mastermind? What am I supposed to believe? Oh, God.
Sanctist faithful! She knows not what she speaks! Close your mind to her! Damn you, Rella! You would not just expose our secrets, but cast them into our people's very heads?
Forden has
Don't say
already
that out
paid
loud.
for
You
his
just said the quiet part out loud, buddy.
As for me, this shall be my final address to you all. For my sins against our nation and its people, and for willingly abetting such atrocities, I will soon join our Sanctifex in the beyond. Yet know this, dear faithful, you need not let your anxieties rule you. I have faced His Highness the Prince myself, and known his heart. His Highness will accept us. With his strength, he will shelter the lost and weak, and stand against Luis in our names. If all of you would believe, our country could be a place where all would thrive under a just king. I pray with all my heart that it will be so.
And the mountain falls down on
Saint
Alderberry.
Rella, was this your plan from the very beginning? Damn it! Crier or not, I can't let her down. I've got a job to do.
What became of my church? My faith? How can I go on without it? I am lost.
You could turn into a less shitty person.
I thought myself the unshakable defender of the Sanctist Church. But should it now collapse, I cannot see my path forward. Even I, then. I, too, am one of the weak that Rella fought for.
Sucks to suck, nerd.
At last, my role is at an end. Juna, I'm sorry. I only ever meant to protect you, but in the end, you'll have it the hardest.
Sister, please, you... Tell me, what do I do? Basilio, tell me. What do I do?
Lady Juna.
And what happens to the faithful? They'll be crushed. You're their saint. You had just put their hearts at ease. What are you?
I never wanted you to see it, but... Juna, look at this.
What?
What's left of my life is a price already claimed by my own curse. Perhaps it was too cruel to ask for a quicker death at your hands. I leave Juna and this country in your hands.
You wanted an answer, Juna. This is what you do. You stand here and you watch.
Juna. Your life and will was always your own. If only I could have lived with your freedom. I admire you. Please don't let this change you, dear sister. I just wish I'd had more time to watch over you.
Huh?
Oh. Shit.
The curse is gone. He's cured.
I see. Which means Rella is...
The last 5 hours of the game have been
Damn it!
heavy.
What am I doing? It's just like me and Dell. I never wanted her to go through this too.
She did not strive merely to make amends. She was as much a protector as any of us.
You're right. For her family, and for all Sanctism's faithful. Even as it cost her her own life.
Rella knew she was linked by the curse to its victim. Her body paid the price, and she must have known she didn't have much longer.
She really, truly wanted to guide those who looked to her. It wasn't about the church, for her. It was about the people. She was the kind of Sanctist others only pretended to be.
I have a feeling that many of her congregation will continue to call her the Saint. I only wish she had lived to see it.
I'm with you there. She was stubborn, fussy, a bit odd, maybe. But she'd drop everything to help someone. And she'd do it with her whole heart in all the filth of that sullied house. She was the one brilliant flower that bloomed. That's who you were. And that's why I loved you, Rella.
Definitely seems like a tomb.
Are you alright?
What? No, I'm not alright.
No. Not in the slightest. But I know wallowing isn't going to fix anything. Rella's given us a lot. Not just the truth about Luis. She's put the entire Sanctus congregation's support behind His Highness the Prince. You.
Indeed. You'll not have the whole nation on your side, but it won't be long before you've taken second place, just behind Luis himself.
Saint Rella saved me. I owe her my life, and I'm not gonna waste it. I'll fight with everything I have, right to the end. Let's do this.
Quest cleared. Save the prince from death's curse. Wow. Heckin' wow. Numero dos. Only Luis. Once again. Only Luis stands between us. Rella, the candidate in second place, has fallen. The believers who stood by her will likely transfer their support to, quotes, the prince, unquote. Okay. If the curse is broken, does that unlock a new power in your protagonist? I don't know. Are we gonna go see the prince? Are we gonna pull the prince into all this mess? What's gonna happen? Big question marks. Rella's shocking news was delivered throughout the country by the Crier's message birds. Even made its way to Grand Trad for the day's end.
Saint Rella was the one who cursed the prince. And to take her own life in the name of atonement. Yet, even if she'd lived, she confessed to high treason. She'd have been executed either way. Has all I've believed in been lies?
But didn't you hear the rest? That elder boy's the true prince. He survived. The king's true-born son's risen to take down Luis. It's like a proper myth. I've got to stand with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I might have your attention for a moment. We actually received an urgent notice a short while ago. A letter from the candidate Luis. In truth, I wasn't sure if we should read this to the public. But the Criers have come to consensus. We must fulfill our duties. If this message is being read,
it means that Rella is dead. And the boy who claims himself the prince has won. Now, only 2 aspirants remain with any real chance at the throne. The boy and myself. To all lessers who remain, lay down your arms and accept defeat with grace. Blind defiance will be met with death. Bare your teeth, and you will die like the dogs you are. The boy, or myself. Only one shall wear the crown.
Sounds like he's throwing down a gauntlet, doesn't it?
We need not wait for the former king's judgment to pass. Let us determine ourselves which of us is fit for rule. My proposal is this. On September the 24th, upon the grounds before the royal capital's Grand Cathedral, we settle this in a contest of single combat.
I don't do anything by myself.
As in our battle at the Opera House, I welcome any
okay,
weapons,
okay,
any
fair.
number of adversaries.
Never mind.
Collective power is its own achievement.
Well, when he
Either
says single
way,
combat, he doesn't mean
you will die
mano a mano.
by my hand.
Thus ends the letter from candidate Luis. I knew it! It's a duel.
If Luis emerges the victor, we are surely doomed.
I stand with the prince!
Nobody can beat Count Luis! It's high past time he tore that so-called prince limb from limb!
If he beats this Luis person, will he become king?
Will he indeed? Reminds me of what my darling used to say. If you choose to fight, be ready when they fight back. I suppose it had to be this way. You can't fight a man for the throne without cutting a path to it first. Just come back alive. That's all we can hope for.
This defies all reason! What has Rella done?
Fuck you,
Even
bucko!
in death she finds a way to betray the church and raise that damned wealth!
She always seemed so timid in these chambers. Had she been scheming against us from the beginning?
We're not through yet. We must find a worthy successor, and raise yet another candidate to replace Rella.
Yet, what
Give it
chance
up,
do
old
we
man.
have of winning now? Can anyone here conceive of someone as capable as Rella in winning the people's hearts? They say that even the monk Captain Godot is stepping down. There is no road forward where a Sanctus delegate can take the throne.
Then what path remains?
We must take steps now to ensure that our positions cannot be eliminated, whether by Luis or the boy. Whoever wins, we must gird ourselves.
If Luis has his way, he'd sooner have our heads than our titles.
The methods don't matter as long as we have a plan. There's no going back when our hands are already steeped in blood.
Strange to hear that said without a shred of guilt. But you're right. Survival is what matters now.
I see. Yes, that seems to explain everything. Glad to hear His Highness is all right. Hardly feels real after all the muck we've waded through. But I suppose the fates take as much as they give. And you, my girl, how are you holding up?
I'm all right. My mind's cleared a bit. Sorry. Still got to lie about it. But please don't act any different on my account. She put her trust in me. I can't afford to be weak now. I've a job to do.
Every time.
And I'm going
I
to
just see
finish
that
it.
massive fucking
Right.
forehead.
Understood.
Just see that massive
For
forehead.
now, tempting as it might be, best not to drop everything and make a dash for His Highness.
Indeed. No doubt Luis has his eyes on us, waiting for such indiscretion. We must be patient and confront him face to face.
As it happens, we were rather beaten to the punch. Just earlier, a delivery bird dropped by with urgent news from Old Batlin. Apparently, Luis has thrust us a proper letter of challenge. Says he'll be waiting to face us on September 24th in front of the Grand Cathedral.
Sounds like he wants this settled before an audience. If he's going all in here, maybe he'll finally tip his hand, show his trump card.
Still got a trick up his sleeve, has he?
Luis just doesn't go around hunting humans. He's been doing proper research, trying to figure out their powers and origin for ages. Don't know how much truth there is to it, but I heard he's developed some new magic art of his own. Something dark and secret.
He's forged new magics.
I wasn't convinced when I first heard it. But now I've met you lot and I've seen all this messing about with archetypes. Well, nothing surprises me anymore.
Indeed. Last time, we had the element of surprise, and he was wounded. And we still barely had him. Didn't end up much of a decisive victory over the perfect Count Luis. If we fight the same way we did last time, he'll kill us all. This won't be an easy battle, but we've got to keep our heads up.
We still have a grace period until the day he named. Let us use the time wisely and prepare all we can.
12 days? You giving me 12 days to prepare? Not even 12 days to prepare. 11 days to prepare. Oop, not voiced. Not many would show up again after angering Master Godot and his monk army like you lot did.
No.
Holy crap, you may have missed it, but was there an explanation as to where the archetypes came from? It's been delved into. That's what our little like trapped archetype librarian dude is. All of his side quests and everything like that is based around what are the archetypes? Where do they come from? What is their power? Why does their power exist? That whole scenario. Right now, we don't have a definitive answer, I believe. Not sweat the details, mate?
Yes.
Saint Rella placed her trust in us. She would see us protect all those in this country, including the Sanctus Faithful, who are still the prince's royal subjects.
Right.
Besides, a coward who flees the city to save his own hide would hardly be worthy of support.
I beg your pardon.
We'd like to prepare for our confrontation before we jump back into the fray in Grand Trad. I apologize for imposing on you again. I see. Well, never fear. I'll not turn you over to the church. Not that the monk army has its sights on you to begin with. Master Godot has buried the hatchet, as it were. That it says it be pointless to do otherwise. Regardless, I'm sure you're all exhausted after what you've been through.
Right then.
Please rest well. Woo! Ha ha!
Let's rest.
Now that the prince's curse has been lifted, we can't just mope around. Jesus. You wonder, is this a scenario like Persona 4, where there's a third party who granted both you and Luis a certain power and stood back to watch you fight with it? I don't know. I don't know. So the whole thing with the humans, the whole thing with the archetypes, we've been getting little tidbits so far, but those are really the big outline questions that have yet to be answered in the game. Basically tonight and the last time we played, we basically got a couple of rope-a-dopes, but it boiled down to us getting all of the information about the prince, right? So the prince feels resolved insofar as the prince's curse and rescuing the prince from the curse. I'm sure we'll still have to deal with Luis trying to kill the prince or something like that, but or, you know, how the fuck do we flip our power to the prince's power and actually get the prince on the throne? Yeah. We'll see if that even happens, right? But we've answered all of the questions about, you know, we thought it was Luis. We killed Luis. It didn't fix things. We found out, or we thought it wasn't Luis. We thought it was Forden. Forden dies. It didn't fix things. Oh, also Luis is back, but Forden admits that it wasn't Luis. It was Forden. We find out it's Rella. All that wrapped up in a neat bow tonight. But, right, the resolution with Luis, the reveal of maybe not his dream, but his reality of, you know, there not really being a country and humans just ravaging the land. Ultimately, everything that we experienced in Dragon Grace Shinjuku with Yufa, and the ancient world, the world of the past, and the world of the book, which I believe to be the same things, right? All hint at this, perhaps not current, but existing threat or force. The force behind the humans. What caused the world to fall? How did things become the way that they are now? Right? All of that is still unanswered, and I believe is going to be the crux of what happens towards this end point of the game. Because I think, you know, we're going to dive into fighting Luis, and Luis is going to have either fucked with or tapped into or figured out powers that are cataclysmic, right? Because they've literally destroyed the world before and led to the place that we are now, right? But I don't know how far they're gonna go down that rabbit hole. I hope we get answers, but I don't know that we are gonna get answers. I presume that we will get answers because, right? They have given us to the 24th, right? I believe he has given us to the 24th, where we are supposed to. This is when we're supposed to challenge Luis and fight. But this is the day of the hero. This is when the king's quest ends, right? The king having done the whole popularity vote. This is when that ends, right? So there's a lot of time between here and this. And I doubt the game is just going to suddenly end here, right? Like, oh, we win, we beat Luis, and then game ends. We go pick up the prince and take him to the castle, and he takes over as king, and everything is settled wonderfully. My assumption is when we get here on the 24th, one, it's either going to be a trap and we're fighting Zorba instead of Luis, or two, we fight Luis, and whatever happens, it leads us into the final events, which are going to be, I think, more encompassing of the issues surrounding the humans and their existence. And then we go into the final month, I would believe. But we'll see. I don't know. I am super excited. We're ending where we began, back in this inn. The last 5 hours or so of the game has been a goddamn roller coaster. It's been very emotional. You know, fighting against, enacting the whole plan to fight against Luis with the lance to assassinate him, right? Then actually, like, failing that and fighting him, and then Luis dying, and then everything that happened afterwards with Borden dying instead, and Fidelio dying, and now Rella dying. It's been a lot for a lot of characters, and it's been a lot of emotional climaxes, I think, for several characters. It's been pretty cool, a little exhausting, but I am really excited to see what we're able to do over the course. I presume we're gonna do side quests and maybe do some like probably find some quests in Altabury. But 2 weeks is not a lot of time to take care of a lot of those types of things. So we'll have to see how it all pans out. Anyways, that is gonna be it. It's very late. I'm gonna pop off of here. It is a Tuesday, so we should be back tomorrow with either some Night Rain or some Dark Deity 2. But I am eagerly looking forward to progressing this on Thursday, probably. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.